2 of the International 3 Grand Finals. Alliance versus Na'Vi. Alliance leading 1-0 and already heading down to the bottom lane. We'll introduce them quickly. S4, your Beastmaster. Ake, your Venomancer. EGM on the Visage. Loda on the Spectre. Admiral Bulldog on that Nature's Prophet. Nothing spent for him yet as far as gold goes. And on the Radiant side, we have Team Na'Vi. Dendi on the Batrider, rushing the bottle. Havos will be your Alk, bringing up the rear. Kuroki, your support EO. Puppy, the Enigma, and then Funnick onto his Bounty Hunter. This game starting with the boots.
This in the past, Alliance not going for the level 1 Roshan, but using it as a bait. So they're hiding here to the right side of the tree line. They want to scout things out with trees. They are trying to bait Na'Vi to go inside the Roshan pit. Funnick does have the skeletal walk, so he's checking a S4. Not exactly the best person to lead a gank because he does not have any disables.
While the pole camp has been warded off, you'll see a sentry ward deployed here. And one of the best ways to punish this kind of Na'Vi draft, oh, we'll see another ward, so, is to basically slow them down. Because Na'Vi need a lot of things, right? They need a Wisp level 6, they need a Dendi Blink Dagger. Your Alchemist, you want Havos to get his Shadow Blade or his Battle Fury, probably a Shadow Blade knowing Havos, up as quickly as possible. Enigma, you'll want to farm towards the mech, he'll want against on the jungle. So early on, they'll use maybe the threat of that Rosh or just the threat of an early engagement to head into the enemy jungle. They do place 2 wards here, an Observer and a Sentry, and this is really clever from Alliance because now Na'Vi are going to have a very hard time de-warding this camp at level 1, especially since it's such a greedy draft. At most, they're going to have 1 set of Sentry wards, and is there a single Sentry that can de-ward both of these? I don't think so.
There isn't. You got to spend both. You got to guess perfectly. Has been made to make that the ward just yet.
For the time being, S4 sitting mid, Ake rotating back to the top lane. That puts Funnick into your off-lane Bounty Hunter, manually blocking the camp with his body. And he'll try and do some economic damage of his own. The Loda's going to get free farm early on. The mid lane will be a Dendi Bat versus an S4 Beastmaster. Again, Dendi with what should be an advantaged matchup for him. Now, Funnick, continuous jungle harassment. We saw that he looked to do this in the past. We actually saw that Bulldog did this to Na'Vi, where Funnick was farming the level 1 Ancients, and he just used Bounty Hunter to constantly harass, slow down their jungle game, deny their economy, so that your other teammates can get ahead.
At best though, Funnick has 1 skeletal walk left here. I think he's trying to pick off a courier, maybe he's trying to bait this quick wave going this direction. That's exactly what he's doing, but he's got to run through a Venomancer that has a Sentry Ward and a Venomancer Gale. If he gets Galed, he is dead. He's running, I think, maybe journeying across the world.
I do want to point out the pole camp is still warded off, and again, it's because they put down an Observer and a Sentry. Very hard for Na'Vi to fully de-ward that. Puppy can still jungle, Kuroki can hang around him, but that does slow down your Enigma jungle game a bit. So Na'Vi's not completely screwed by this, but they are slowed down. Right now...
Oh, mid lane here looks like we have a tethering against S4. He's dropping low, couple more hits gonna do it. Magic stick up, and he's gonna... No! He does not survive!
First Na'Vi! They're not done yet! Kuroki's gonna fall! 1 for 1, Bulldog standing strong. But Na'Vi, they needed a good start after that last game. Now a Gale.
Gale's gonna hit, and they're gonna right click some, but nobody's gonna come in.
He should be fine.
Wow,
this is too far to dive.
No,
maybe not.
Oh,
it's not enough. Not nearly enough.
Definitely scared.
It's a great start for Na'Vi,
yeah,
you gotta say.
I really like the fact that they made a rotation to the mid lane. Look at Funnick though. He has pulled all the way from top lane to his own jungle, and he's farming 2 camps at once. This is some next level stuff.
Have we ever seen this before?
I've never seen anything like this. This is amazing.
I mean, it's nothing too crazy in terms of kills, but innovation, we're seeing it here from Funnick. He has shown some really magnificent movement as
farming his entire jungle.
Mid lane, but mid lane is S4 on the run. Dendi looking to turn 2, and he will. Another kill for Na'Vi. Alliance, they had an unbeatable start in game 1. They lead 1-0 in the best of 5. But Na'Vi, they were given a lot of very strong, very fearsome heroes that are usually banned, and already they're making it work.
The fact that they have really strong heroes, obviously Wisp and Batrider are powerful, heroes at their own right, but it's the fact they're rotating, it's the fact that they're creative, and of course Bounty Hunter is just winning me over. I cannot help but fall in love with his play.
Just farmed his own jungle with the enemy neutrals. That is probably a first in competitive Dota, at least for me. Haven't seen that too often. Now he's level 2. He's heading into the mid lane. S4 has a Sentry Ward prepared. It is going to run out soon. S4 sees him. Not much he can do. Now Na'Vi do know there's a Sentry there. Of course, they are getting free farm on Spectre. That's always going to be scary to deal with, but it's being matched by Havos's farm as well. And he's going for the greedy build. He's rushing a Midas. It's actually pretty much what we see from Loda all the time. You gotta say right now, Na'Vi on all counts are definitely winning.
And because Dendi's got the first blood in the mid lane, and because he's got the second blood there as well, he's gonna get his Blink Dagger very, very early. Whereas last game we saw Na'Vi Dendi didn't even get the Blink Dagger until that fight before the GG, so Dendi's gonna have a huge impact this game.
At 6, he can even go for a solo kill in S4. That's where you need to have a TP on your Venomancer. You do have a Nature's Prophet, but he's not that good at counter-ganking Batrider because of Firefly. So S4, he'll have to play this one very cautiously. The Napalm stacks come through. He's also got to be worried about those Wisp rotations. For now, the Wisp is just sitting mid, waiting for a long-range tether. As soon as Dendi hits 6, he could go. Not yet. Clearing the wave. The 4-minute rune is going to be picked up bottom lane. It's going to be on to Puppey. Now top lane. They've dusted up Funnick. Alliance strikes back. They'll take down Funnick. Make 2-2. Give Loda some gold, but give a lot more gold to the out because Havos just picked up his Midas. And that's a 4.5-minute Midas on an Alchemist, maxing Greeble's Greed. You say holla holla get dollar?
I mean,
he's gonna be rich.
We've seen Loda just completely go for this build, and he is just unmatched. He has so much gold throughout the game. He has, it seems like, limitless buybacks, limitless items, and we'll see exactly what Havos is gonna do. Keep in mind the playstyle of these two carry players are different. Havos very likely to join fights much early on.
Yeah, now we have seen in the past, I mean, not as of late, but if you go back to the International 2, Havos is able to adapt his playstyle. At the International 2, there were quite a few games where they picked him a Faceless Void, an Anti-Mage, and he didn't really fight early. He farmed and he won in more of a traditional 4-Protect-1, a late game oriented strat. So if they want to go late with track gold, with the lineup they have, they most certainly can. We expect Funnick to join fights, and once he gets a Shadow Blade, he'll probably go for pickoffs, but they don't have to fight that much early on.
Funnick trying his best to put on some grubby impression. There you go, win-walk kills.
Stealing the neutrals. Now a Haunt's coming in. There's some sort of engagement about to break out. It's going to be Ake. Up, pulled in. Now in trouble. Dendi pulling him far away. Not dead just yet. And Loda just farming top. They've lost the bat. They could lose a Venom soon, or a Beastmaster soon. S4 on the run. Dendi leading 3-2. He's really diving for this. He will back off. Na'Vi, it's 3-2.
Tether coming in the back line here. Wisp Boss in your face, S4, and Funnick picks up yet another kill. I have to remind you, Funnick started on the top lane and had no help. He's level 4, 6 minutes in. This is some impressive long lane play.
Really digging deep. I mean, they are just pulling everything out. Wisp ganking at level 1, Wisp ganking at level 2, at 3, and now hits 5. Funnick pulling the enemy neutrals to farm his own jungle. They are pulling every possible trick out of the hat, and as a result, they lead already by 2,500 gold, 2,000 experience. Havos free farming. He's gonna have his phase boots now, or he could rush the Shadow Blade soon. He's gonna have one by the 10-minute mark at the latest. Alliance in huge trouble.
He's looking for a stun. Keep in mind that if he gets a hit in,
Sentry here, he's been revealed. Loda joins the fray. Now looking for a fight. Do they have any dust? No dust yet. No, there is some on EGM, but looks like Funnick is going to dodge a bullet and hunt a courier. Can he? Nah.
He's not going to get
You can't get that this early. You really need the phase boots, the leveled up Janata to make it happen.
The fact that he just rotated in and drew 5 people's attention for a good 15 seconds, that means people are free farming elsewhere. If you look at the top lane here, we have Batrider working towards his Blink Dagger. Havos has never actually seen a hero this game so far because all he does is PvE on the ball lane. He's got his power treads, Midas, and Quelling Blade running, and 600 gold. I mean, has he had...
It's even possible he could go Battle Fury this game. When you're ahead like this and Alliance are reluctant to take fights when they're playing catch-up, I mean, if you do go Battle Fury Midas and they don't contest you immediately and constantly, you are going to be so far ahead, you could be 10k gold ahead of that Spectre at 20, 25, 30 minutes, and you could just go win the game on one big push. So Shadow Blade is what we expect because of aggression, but with Treads are the better jungling item, so we'll have to see.
Going back in the jungle, definitely want to pick up a big creep. That'll hit himself to level 9 there. Oh, not exactly, not big enough.
still playing defensively for now. He could also buy a Claymore and leave his options open. So Havos, a lot of options for him now. Funnick, his job is to secure level 6, and Dendy the Blink Dagger, which by the way, he's got. It's an 8-minute blink for Dendy, and as soon as they get track and relocate, which they're about to have relocate, it really is go time. Look at Alliance. Last game, it was Na'Vi who had the supports that were food. This game, it's Alliance who do. Ake has no boots. He is level 3 with 560 health. You look at this Visage for EGM, no boots. I think they're coming out now. Yeah, he's got his boots, but still, anyone is food as far as these supports go to a relocate gang.
Wonder where that first gank's gonna come from. Of course, the element of surprise is really, really important. So Dendy is fresh, shiny new mid. Is it gonna be S4? He smokes himself as well so that people don't really... Is it gonna be top, mid, bot? I mean, anywhere he goes is fine because he knows that he has relocate. It's gonna be mid, but he TP's right under a creep.
He's spotted out here, but he is smoked up. Let's see if they stay far enough back. He's going for S4. Blink, Lasso, he's found him anyway. They need this Tetherstone, and they're gonna get it. S4 down to the low ground, gets off the roar, will fall. However, Loda though on the fight, bottling up his Dendy. Can't touch this, he says. Not dead yet, and he is gonna live.
He's thinking of jumping back in. Amber Bulldog down to about half HP. Here comes the EGM on his Visage. Puppy's in there as well.
A black hole
yes,
here. He's
is.
level 7.
Yes,
Alliance in huge trouble. They have almost nothing to cancel it. Dendy's alive. Loda desperate for the kill, but cannot find it. And Lumi, this is normally what we see out of Alliance. Loda just farming, but this game, it's Havos just farming. Na'Vi are winning this game 4v5, and there is a huge ticking time bomb on their side. Havos, 1,200 gold, whatever he wants. Shadowblade, if he wants it, just about ready to go. And the tier 1 mid now falls. The safe zone for Alliance, it now gets even smaller.
Shadowblade up, like you said, and now...
Track. I mean, if Havos starts finding kills, he is not going to stop.
You see Puppy setting up very offensive wards deep into the enemy jungle. When you have the hero wisp, you want to have perfect vision on the enemy camps. You want to make sure that if you see the Prophet TP in, oh yeah, that's a freebie. We have a relocate.
Wait for the relocate. Kuroki trying to find a partner in crime here. Puppy's still lurking on the low ground. If they knew he was here, they would have already come for him, so he knows they don't. In comes Funnick. They've got track. It could be a 4-hero track kill. Funnick, he's got the scent. Bulldog's been greedy, and his greed will be punished. No relocate yet. Are they not going to use it? Don't even need it. Now a smoke, they're spreading to the winds, they've gone in mid as well. Last one, S4, this is getting totally out of control. Hastrun or not, S4 will fall. Na'Vi are rolling through the Alliance. Another track kill, EGM on the run. He's gonna fall, 8-2. It's a good old-fashioned beatdown.
Na'Vi setting up shop in front of the tier 2 tower. They are just rolling so hard. The goal advantage, massive. The experience advantage, massive. Can they get this tier 2 tower? S4 generally one of the best solo mid Europe. He is 0-5-0. He is not doing a single thing in this game so far.
Now, already Havos is in combat shape. He's got the treads, he's got Midas as well as Shadowblade. He can farm and he can fight. Kuroki gives him that option. I mean, they are so far ahead. It can't be stressed enough. Alliance do have some access to late game. They have a Prophet, they have a Spectre, but they really need to find pickoffs and slow Na'Vi down. It looks like that's what they want. They're smoked up, but they're heading the wrong way. Narrowly, Na'Vi is going to dodge a bit of a bullet here. They still have relocate, by the way. They still have Black Hole. We haven't even seen them use their full arsenal.
The right way, because if they engage now, they lose. There's no way.
We'll have to see. They've got a roar, but you can't really go on Kuroki now. The gank revealed. Meanwhile, Alliance, 4 heroes, grouped up near mid. Puppy and Kuroki heading towards the top lane. Tethered up. Havos is there as well. The mech is almost out for Puppy. Their ability to fight is going to get a whole lot scarier. They can split push. They can gank. It's really pressure on the Alliance. Are they going to smoke again? What are they doing? They're all sitting in the jungle. 3 heroes. We've never seen this tournament from the Alliance. I don't think, even that game they lost to DK, they look befuddled. They look flummoxed right now. They don't know what to do.
Normally they're off to a beautiful start in terms of experience or goal. They are never really playing from behind, and during the mid game where they falter a little bit, their team play just brings them back. But to me, Alliance really their success always come through S4. But if you look at S4, because he has such a poor start, and the fact that his hero is not really that strong without a key 1 or 2 items, S4 is going to have a tough time changing this game around by himself.
as much as Alliance do have fantastic late game, Navi can match that to a large extent. Track gold, here we go! Relocate! Hello, Mr. S4! Say hello to Slapchop! Havost is here! S4, roar! Is he gonna live? He's still alive! Unbelievable! Still he stands. He's not dead yet. EGM might fall one more swipe. He gets the kill. Meanwhile, on the middle lane, they're diving Bodog. That's a track kill. That's for 3.
Funnick's gonna get picked off by Loda here, and Alliance
he's looking for the turnaround, but Puppy's got Black Hole. He's got Malefice. Is he gonna unload? Not yet. Oh, I think they could have gone there, but maybe a little bit too far to risk it.
Only a little bit too far. You don't know where the Venomancer is. Loda very tanky with 7 wand charges as well as the drums available. So good thing that they did not dive. But again, Black Hole is not being used. This is the next level Puppy strat. They always don't have Black Hole, so they can never come next to me. So I don't use it.
Better than using Black Hole is not using Black Hole. Now it drums up for Funnick. Navi going for a lot of early to mid game items, the mechs, the treads, we see even the Shadow Blade coming out. They know that once they get a certain level of farm, they can just keep on fighting, and now they've got a huge item for Dendi. There's your 4-step. If they isolate Loda, they can certainly kill him off, and Dendi's on the prowl.
Always going to be on the prowl this game, just anything. His mana is dropping somewhat low. He will see a...
So if you're Alliance now, you are very far behind. I mean, very far behind. You're down 14,000 gold, 10,000 experience to a Wisp, to a Bounty Hunter, to an Alku went Midas who max Greevil's Greed. What's your plan?
Just on a perspective, Navi is out farming Alliance. Every minute they're getting a tower worth of gold over Alliance.
They are their advantage increases by 1,000 gold per minute this game.
Will Alliance do? Well, stacking is generally their way of coming back, but it's very dangerous to stack against Navi, who could just roll into your jungle, kill 2 or 3, and then take your stack. I mean,
their lineup is very mediocre for farming stacks. You look at these heroes, they don't have AoE, there's no Magnus in power. Beastmaster's okay, but that's really where it ends. I mean, they don't have a Gyrocopter, they don't have a Phantom Lancer with Empower. They have some late game, sure, but they got to farm the items to get there. And with the pressure that Navi's putting on them, you can see they're sort of they're locked into this. Look at that GPM, 15 minutes in. Havost, like you said, PvE Dota. He's yet to really join a fight. 1-0 and 2, and yet he is so fat.
Nice. I mean, this smoke. Whoa, can they get
Gotta
out
relocate
there?
Here. If they really need to, they're still running. The tier 1's up. If they fight this is gonna be bad. Here comes the turnaround. Stun on to EGM. Where's the follow-up? Nothing yet. There's a few heroes here. Familiars coming out, and Alliance is gonna back off. But that's a lot of wasted time. Meanwhile, middle lane. Here comes the relocate. You gank us. We dodge it and gank you twice as hard. Bulldog will fall. And Navi in full control of game 2.
Drops Beastmaster Roar, but he has no backup here. 10 movement speed forward here. Couple more rides, it's gonna do it. Havost finds himself a double kill. A Soulkiller is finished in 16 minutes. What is this farm?
He is richer than God. He's hardly had to fight, but now if he wants to, he most certainly can. Dendi forcing forward, really wanting to dive a 2-hero kill, but I don't think it's enough. In comes the stun. EGM, 1 stun, 3 swipes, and he's down.
My God, Navi is rolling so hard. And when you have a carry like Havost, they're so fortunate to have Havost, who never really leaves to trouble, who dives, but make sure they get kills. The fortitude of this carry player. I mean, why does he have a 4 there either? Like, I'm not sure what that's about.
I mean, I'm looking at a game now where game 1 was a complete stomp in favor of the Alliance. Game 2, a complete stomp in favor of Navi. If you looked at the way the Alliance was playing heading into this match, a lot of their games were going 40+ minutes. And if they were winning sooner, it was still with a late game strat with Keeper of the Light, Phantom Lancer, Lone Druid, Nature's Prophet, a lot of late game heroes. Both games have been very quick. Game 2's not over, but man, it sure feels like it right now. Roshan, next in line, slapping and chopping. Havost, he'll have Roche. Then if he wants his BKB, he's nearly got it. The gold strat is really paying off, and here we go.
Reload gets up, and they're gonna find Loda, the last hope. He's just getting melted by Havost. Oh, Havost, by the way, up to 3,200 gold. Didn't he just finish Soulkillers?
BKB's coming soon, and if he wants it, and once he gets it, good luck to Alliance stopping what's coming their way. There's a freight train rolling down the tracks, and it's about to run into a car, and let me tell you, Lumi, the car gives way, not the freight train.
I mean, doesn't even need BKB this game. In fact, he's going for a heart. Yeah, BKB, sure, it's going to block a couple of stuns, blocks a couple of nukes, but at this point, he doesn't care. He has so much frontline tank, he's going to go for heart. It's a great sieging item. And when you're hit by this much, when you're hit by, what is it, 20,000 gold now? They have over eclipsed 1,000 gold per minute. I've never actually seen this in professional
I've seen
before.
close to it, but this is, I mean, it's like 1,100, 1,200 gold per minute. That's the rate they're gaining an advantage. That's not their lead, that's the rate they're gaining an advantage. It's not even how fast they're farming. Oh my goodness, the tier 2 falls top. There's one outer tower. Na'Vi, it's soon they're gonna kick down the front door. Alliance, their last stand in game 2, might be coming soon. Na'Vi, full map control. Vlad's probably on the way for Funix soon. Everybody's rich. Puppy's now got a mech, he's got 2.5k gold. They can just A-click towards the enemy base, 5 man and just death ball. And if Alliance try to leave to catch up, if they try to farm, Loda, what we saw to Burning happen in that game 3 against Alliance, where he died at his tier 3, could easily happen to Loda Spectre this game.
You can see that right now, Alliance is trying to set up a bait with Loda. In fact, when you asked me what they need to do about 5-10 minutes ago, Alliance, I think if they could get some bait going, maybe bait in a relocate and then just wipe them, that might be a beginning of a comeback. But right now, that's just a far cry. They're so far behind. Yet another tower goes down, and more advantage goes to Na'Vi.
Is it time to break the base? Kuroki already has a vitality booster. Na'Vi, BKB coming soon for Puppy. They're not gonna wait. He'll boast in the front lines. To the lines he goes. He'll start hitting the tower. The pressure is here. They will have to respond. The Familiars try to stun. One falls in doing so, and they just don't stop. They'll back off. They'll reset. They'll reload. Denny with a Yule Scepter. Whenever Na'Vi wants to pick a fight, they can, and if Alliance does not defend now, they will start losing their first lane of racks.
Oh, bit jump in against S4. He gets pulled back out, and S4 is going to get focused so hard that he does not know what him. Meanwhile, Hobos 1v4 keeping the base. He does not care. Immediate buyback. Yule Scepter back up. Can we get a black? No Black Hole! S4 drops his world first. They want Bulldog. Bulldog chasing in. Yeah, Bulldog.
They just can't stand against this level of damage. Puppy's still hunting. Stun on Ake. They don't even need the Black Hole. It's a rout. It's a retreat to the fountain. They'll find S4. S4's dead in a matter of seconds. 4 to fall. They're farming Alliance in their own base. This is the most one-sided game that the Alliance has lost in this entire tournament. 20 minutes in, 20 kills, the gold lead 30,000, and it's GG! What was once a best of 5 is now resetting to a best of 3. It's all tied up. Na'Vi has struck back with a vengeance.
Struck back with a sledgehammer. I have never, ever seen in a professional game where we had such high goal lead. This is the grand finals of the International, but before we send it back to the analysts, we have to remind that it was S4 that gave away both Wisp and Bad, and I could tell you that's not going to happen again. Back to you.